Hello, Falcon fans everywhere. I am here with my guy, C-Dub. What up, C-Dub?
Sup? How y'all doing?
Hey, man, we are doing great. The Falcons are doing great. The
Yep.
Falcon fans are doing great. I'll tell you
Yep.
who's not doing great, the Bucs and the Saints, and good for them. We are talking Falcons football tonight. Last night we had a show that was basically just ad hoc. You know what I mean? You, yeah, I see. Are you swag surfing? Is that what you're doing? Are you
Man,
swag surfing?
I'm just getting in the flow, man. I'm just getting in the flow. Prime
I,
time Kirko, baby. When you got prime time Kirko, man, you already on got the dub.
hey, man, I think you were swag surfing over there. But yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna get into it. We're gonna take a deeper dive into the Falcons Bucs. But first, you know how we do it on the show. My good friends, we are about to cue the music. Here we go. And let's go. Let's go. Well, hey, we got to take care of business. First things first.
Hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, our newest podcast member, and we are lucky to have him. We have Mr. C Dub. C Dub, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how you became a Falcon fan. And also, I understand you have your own show already. Tell us where we can find you. Go ahead, sir.
All right, man. So many questions in such a small time. But anyway, all right. What made me a Falcon fan? Simple. My dad was not a Falcon fan, and the funny part was we lived in Atlanta all our lives. Well, my dad was from New York, and then just never really liked them. But then I started getting into sports, and I liked the Falcons. And well, I liked anything ATL or Georgia, so I started following, and I saw the Falcons, and I just got hooked on them and then been a fan. Got to enjoy the '97 year, and then '98. We went to the Super Bowl, and it basically avalanched from there on out. And it was great because I got to learn how to be a fan and got to enjoy being a fan. So from there, if yeah, I do my own shows. We got the Atlanta Falcon Beard Gang. We basically are guys that just and women that want to talk Falcons. And no, you don't have to have a beard to be on the show. If you would like to be
That's
on the show,
my question.
that,
Like, what
yeah,
about
yeah.
the like, you know what I mean?
As I tell people, the hosts have beards, so that would be me and my buddy Ladarius. But everybody
Got
else, you don't have to. If you respect them, if you like them, come on in. We'll accept you. It's all good. So, but yeah, it's fun, and we just talk about the Falcons, and we keep it in a we go for it in a way of we're realistic. We try to talk about the things that are happening and what we think needs to be done, but and we just go from that point of view. And where to find us is simple: C double 28 on YouTube, or you can find me on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it Twitter myself. C double AWTN. I gotta fix it because that was my old wrestling show I used to do. But that's my YouTube handle or my Twitter handle. YouTube is C double 28. We've been doing wrestling content and football this year, and it's just been going good. We're having fun with it.
Well, that's what's up, man. Love to hear that, bro. Love to hear that. So,
Yeah. Saturday's going to be tough for me, though. Saturday's going to be tough because I got Georgia playing, and then after Georgia, and I don't even think they gave me much time because at 6 o'clock, then the WWE's doing the Bad Blood, so I got like a double whammy on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen you juggle. I'm sure
Yeah.
you'll be there. I'm sure you'll be okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So to the point, let's get to these Falcons, man. Let me tell you something. These Falcons are freaking phenomenal, man. I mean, let's take a look at this, right? It's last Sunday, right? And we don't score a touchdown on offense. We don't sniff a touchdown on offense, right? We get a touchdown on special teams. We get a touchdown on defense, and it is field goal central. And we win the game with like, I don't know, so many seconds left. And Koo nails a 58-yarder, right? Then you fast forward 3 days. 3 days, C-Dub.
Yep.
509 yards. Are you kidding me? 509 yards. Like, hey, man, that shows me this team can do it either way. But I really want to hear your thoughts on it. And specifically, for you, what were the highlights? What would you say the highlights of the game were? Like, if you had to, like, really just think about it and hone it down, what were the highlights of the game for you?
Well, besides the finish, but let's talk about this game. So the hero, Koo, kicking the 58-yard field goal on Sunday. What happens? He misses a field goal. Actually misses it twice. So you kind of go, ooh. But the thing is, what kind of gave you a little bit of ease about it was our offense. Kirk Cousins throwing the ball to the receivers to Kyle Pitts. First play of the game, by the way, was a completion to Kyle Pitts. By the way, Kyle Pitts, 7 catches, 8 targets. So it wasn't like he was messing up the ball and not being able to catch anything. He was being efficient. And that's kind of what I expected from Kirk to hit up that tight end. But then Mooney was getting involved. Then Drake was getting involved. And then it happened, I want to say, in the first half, and it happened a couple of times. Putting Bijan next to Algier in the backfield. And Algier stayed, Bijan traveled, and you saw some guys following Bijan. The play went to, I want to say, Drake, or it may have went to a receiver. But what was so beautiful, though, that receiver had a free release because they were so focused on Bijan.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, is when you're an offensive coordinator, how can I make the mismatches work in my favor? Yeah. I want to use Bijan, but maybe I could try to draw some attention. And then, hey, if this guy ends up cooking, like we saw Mooney cook, and by the way, if anyone's getting mad at Mooney for missing that one pass, I'm going to tell y'all something. First of all, Kurt was throwing the balls to the backs of people's jerseys. I heard that today. And that's awesome because that means Kurt's getting his game back. That was something Kurt would do. He's really good at anticipating where his guy's going to be. So when he's throwing that ball, Mooney turns, the ball's almost all the way in him already. I can't get mad at Mooney. If anything, I'm looking at him going, hey, we're not even in this game without you. Keep your head in it. Keep your head in this. Yeah. You're gonna get the ball back again, and we're gonna score again. So you called it the "I got you" theme, which we'll talk more about that. But highlight wise, just stuff like that. You were seeing the offense flow. You were seeing Kirk Cousins get comfortable, and to me, that was better. It's almost like how Georgia, if you think about it, Georgia was down to Alabama, but you saw fight. Well, you're seeing fight with the Falcons, resiliency. Yeah. And you're almost like in your head, you're going, it's going to suck if we lose. But man, this is such a good team. The fight is really strong with this team.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of a game this season where we laid down. Even in the losses, it came down to the final possession. And it's phenomenal, man. For me, a highlight. First of all, that who knew Mooney could go up and big up on two guys
Woo!
and bring
Mhm.
that thing down? You know what I mean? Like Mooney got his Julio on. I saw this meme today of Julio Jones, and it says Mooney without Justin Fields, which was kind of, which,
And Larry going, "Where's the lie? I can't
yeah.
see it."
Hey, I mean, dude, but Mooney goes up, right, amongst two people. And Mooney, for those of you who don't know, Mooney is not a big man, okay, but he plays
Mhm.
big, okay? He plays huge. So I mean, bro, Kirk just throws it up there, right? In the double coverage, Mooney has position on him. Mooney goes up and gets it and brings it down, and it's a touchdown. For me, that was a highlight because it got the crowd going, man. Like
Not just that, yeah, not just that, but if you watch from the quarterback perspective, you saw two defenders in Tampa Bay, but you saw just hands grab the ball, and it's
yeah,
like, just hands, and I'm going, the hell, you know, that's just amazing. It really is.
that was that,
Really
bro.
amazing.
That was amazing. That was a highlight for me. Obviously, that last throw to Hodge was just a highlight to me. Where he put that ball, and we'll talk about that later.
Oh, yeah.
He put it where only Hodge could get it, and what ended up happening is the cornerback or the defender tries to knock the ball out, right? And
Yeah.
doing so, he lost his balance.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
the only thing he could do was just try and jump on Hodge. And although Hodge is slim, Hodge is strong, right?
Yeah.
So Hodge having a good base, already being set, having the ball in his hands, just pivoted, shook him
Yeah.
off, and at that point he was gone. Because if you know Kadero Hodge, Kadero can fly, and the Bucs know about that. They know about that now. They
And not
found out, but
well, not just
that was
that, but he was fresh.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because he's playing special teams, but
You're right.
yeah, he was fresh and he was coming in. He was taking the place of Drake because Drake had the air knocked out of him.
Yeah, yeah, man. Again, phenomenal. So let's not only talk about that. Let's talk about some of the turning points in the game. Right. So obviously, for me, um, there were several turning points, and it was
Yeah.
interesting. Like in that fourth quarter, it kind of went back and forth. So they're driving. It's a few minutes left. We stripped the ball, right? We
Mm-hmm.
Jesse had a great game. Shout out to
Chelsea
Jesse.
had been amazing.
Punched that ball out, right? And we get back. When this happens, C Dub, like what are you thinking in that moment? What's going through your head right there?
It's like I was excited about the strip because I'm going, okay, this is what Jesse does. Jesse
Right.
Bates, when called upon and we need a big play, he's making it. It's
Yep.
usually that's how it is. He made that play, and I was like, man, this is so awesome. And then I see Mike Evans on it, and I'm like, dang. And it not even mad at anybody not getting it. It's just of all the people, Mike Evans is that guy.
Yeah.
And he for him to be Johnny on the spot, it's like, ooh, but it made me go, okay, our defense has fight. But yeah, it was one of those moments you're watching, you're just like, oh my God, if only your head is the whole time going, if only we could have gotten the ball.
Yeah. Now, what about the second one where we did get the ball, where the running back's running the ball and he punches it out? What
I
what are
was
you
surprised.
thinking right there? What are you
I
thinking
was
there?
surprised. I saw it and I thought I was like just I thought I was just getting tired and I was seeing things. But no, when I saw it was Bates again, I'm just going, we just we're this is happening. And I mean that's what I'm saying. It felt like a boxing match where the other team's hitting you with blows. Well, now you counter punching, you're making your shots. And in that fourth round, it's like in that fourth quarter, we're going toe to toe at this point.
Hmm.
And Yeah. As soon as we got that fumble, I'm like, we're taking advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we get the ball back then. I'm like, all right, we got a shot here. Right.
Yeah.
But I gotta be honest, past Falcon teams typically find a way to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. So, 50% of me is like, yes, let's go. And then, the other 50% is like, I don't know. Let's, you know what I mean? And we
Mhm.
get the ball back, and then of course we get a sack, and then something else happens, and it ends up 4th and 15. And Kirk throws the interception. Now, to be honest, I don't really blame Kirk for that because it's 4th and 15. The defenders are all back, and Kirk's got to get rid of the ball because he can't take a sack, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's closing. So he's got to throw it somewhere. You got a certain amount of seconds. He chose Mooney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Intercepted, which is another turning point in the game. So this game was very pivotal because again, it was back and forth. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? So they intercept the ball. They now have the ball, and our defense. What up, Ron? What's going on, man? How you doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing well, Ron. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
He called me
So,
earlier, so
so our defense, they big up, right? They big
Mhm.
up. And they come out, they have to do it again. There's a holding penalty. Um, all of this madness happens. We end up getting a sack and we get the ball back. And for me, that was a big turning point in the game because I don't know that a lot of, in previous Falcons teams, we might have folded right there, right?
Yeah.
Might have
It,
seriously folded right there.
I mean, the interception happened, and it's almost like one of the games that Matt Ryan would have done. But what was strange to me was when the interception happened, I didn't panic because number one, if you saw it, it almost felt like a punt, like you're punting the ball, and hey, they got the ball. This is what we need to do, and I was in my head, I said, you know what? I have this feeling whatever happens, whatever we do, we're gonna find a way to win this game. If the game is for us to win. When we got that penalty and moved them back so much farther, I was like, here we go. And it was great. It really was because that made me feel like the defense looked at Kurt and said, hey, we got you. Hey, we want you to get this ball back.
And they did. And I'm
Oh,
glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, so but again, Kirk throws that interception. Defense comes
yeah.
out. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Hey buddy, we got you. We got you." You know what I mean? You don't have a thing to worry about. What up, Ron? Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ron joining our show. Ron, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed, man.
Yeah, there he is.
I'm blessed. Thank God we won that game last night.
Amen. Amen,
Yes.
brother. Amen. 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 What a game, man. I mean, you know what? We'll get into it, guys, but what a freaking game, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know that past Falcon teams, obviously not counting the 2016 Falcons, but I don't know a lot of other Falcon teams that would have pulled that out. There were just too many opportunities where it could have gone off the rails. And again, man, the turning points, right? We get the ball back there. Our defense bows their neck. We ended up getting a sack when we needed it. I don't know if it was David Onyemata, but somebody brought him down on that third down. We got that sack when we needed it, and it was pivotal. It was pivotal, right? And so much so they had to punt the ball, which was big because if they kick a field goal there, now you can't go down and kick a field goal. You got to score a touchdown with no timeouts left, right? That would have ended up being a Hail Mary situation, bro. But what a game. So then we get the ball back, right? We get the ball, right? Drive down. It's 12 seconds left, okay? And Zach Robinson has the cojones.
Huevos.
slant to throw a slant, right, in the middle of the field, get down there and clock it with 1 second left. I can't make this up. 1 second left, right? We
Uh-huh.
get there to kick the field goal, and as C-Dub alluded to, in true Falcons fashion, we get a penalty. But fear not, guys. Fear not, because I honestly think Koo prefers to kick it 50 yards anyway. He's got such a bend in his kick. You know what I mean? That the ball has so much movement. It's probably better for him to kick it 50, right? Koo says, "Hey, challenge accepted." Nails that bad boy. I mean, he nails it from 50 straight down the middle, and the game is tied. And we are going to not sudden death, but we're going to OT.
What I love about it, if you listen to Koo said something to the holder, he said, "Oh, I've been waiting to make a name for myself."
He said something, man. I don't know.
He's like, "I'm gonna make a name for myself right here." Woo!
No, I don't know what he's.
Y'all don't know what you're messing with.
Yeah, well,
Deadpool and Wolverine, baby. It's Mr. Gambit.
Let's do it. I just saw that movie. It just came out on streaming. A great movie.
I have not watched it, I will watch it. I'm just
You have to see that.
I will.
Gotta watch it, man. Great movie. Well, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry, you're about to say something. Go ahead.
I mean, real quick, just to say, I mean, he is one of my heroes. I mean, but yeah, the field goal, and then it's like the not blinking. Everybody not blinking. Now look, Coach Raheem, I am glad he went off about the that mess with the penalty. Good, but I'm glad that everybody else didn't panic. It's like everyone was like, "All right, let's get this right." Koo kicked it.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm
No,
sorry.
You good.
Ron, are you
good,
back?
Ron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right. There he is.
All right. So, Ron, we're talking turning points of the game tonight. What, in your opinion, what are some of the turning points that you saw that led to this Falcons victory?
Mooney.
Yeah. Mooney was a vibe, man.
Mooney and me and C Doug just talked about this. Every game, Mooney been stepped up every game so far.
Yeah.
And that game last night, I think he got like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He would have 3, but he dropped one.
Yeah.
But Mooney, the touchdown over on 2 people when he jumped up in the end zone,
where he got his Julio, where he definitely got his Julio on, no doubt about it.
So I would say that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Phenomenal. So guys, to me, in watching that game, the theme of that entire game was "You got a friend in me." Now, what does that mean, T. Will? What are you trying to? I mean, is this a Toy Story reference? Well, it is, but what I mean is there were so many examples of, maybe we fail in this situation, but our teammates pick us up, right? That to me was the overarching prevailing theme of that game. What do you mean? Well, let's take a look at it. Kirk throws an interception in the fourth quarter with very little time left. And you know what? The defense says, "Hey, Kirk, no problem. You got a friend in me." They got the ball back, right? They got the ball back, right? Mooney, who played great last night, right? Mooney played great last night, but he's wide open on this route. Couldn't have been wide open. Got up on him, right? Sometimes guys just happen. You just have a loss of concentration, whatever. He drops the ball. The offense said, "You know what, Mooney, we got you. You've done so much for us tonight. You got a friend in me. I tell you what, we're going to go down and score this touchdown anyway." Drake London went out twice Immediately when Drake goes out, you know who comes in? Kadero Hodge. The
Mhm.
first time Kadero comes in, the next play, the first time, not the second time, the next play, Kadero catches a pass. That
Mhm.
for Drake again. You got a friend in me, right?
Mhm.
Cool. Misses a field goal, right? Um, no problem. The offense goes down, scores a touchdown to tie it at 27. You got a friend in me. And last, but certainly not least, Drake gets hit in the ribs again.
Mhm.
In that, I'm watching it like, oh my God. Dave, how you doing? Dave, good evening. How you doing, man? Dave says, I was so disappointed how many fans quickly turned on Mooney after that drop. Yeah, Dave, but guess what? They look, I think they'll learn. I think they will learn, Dave. I think they will. I think they know who Mooney is, and I think they'll be okay. It's just this team is new to them. Having a good team is new to them, and
Mhm.
they gotta learn to trust it. But the ultimate you got a friend in me was Kadero coming in. Drake immediately goes out, and Kirk puts that ball where only Kadero can catch it. Kadero says, "Hey, Drake, I got you." Catches the ball, turns around, touchdown. Let's go home. Game over. You got a friend in me, right?
Mhm.
And good teams do that. Good
Yeah.
teams pick each other up. That's what they do. Good teams pick each other up. And Dave, as far as the fans turning quickly on Mooney, I think there's so many Falcon fans who are so conditioned to losing. And that's all. It's just fear. It's just fear. It's not personal. It's not anything against Mooney. It's just fear. Um, but yeah, guys, that was kind of that section. Also want to talk about the nickname for these Atlanta Falcons that we love so much. They've kind of been anointed with a new name, and that is the Cardiac Kids. Okay. Um, can we look at Ron's face? What are you saying?
Yeah.
It comes down to the last second in every game, man, and we're over here like, holy crap, man! Like, what are we doing, right? I mean,
What?
can we get it over just a little bit sooner? I'm just saying, some of us have health issues, Falcons.
What?
My wife and I were talking about this today, right? And Dave, welcome to the show, man. Carlo Wiggins, some of these media outlets was hating hard today. You're right, Carlo, and I knew they were going to do that, and that's okay. They can hate all they want. They can hate all they want. It's okay. You know what I mean? Because look, as long as we believe, as long as our Falcons believe, it doesn't matter. They can just keep watching. They can hate us all the way to the Super Bowl. They can hate us all the way to the Lombardi Trophy. I don't care. We're going to keep doing what we do. But Carlo, man, good to see you. Welcome to the show. Dave says excellent point. But yeah, guys, I mean, our Falcons, man, bro, they are developing the reputation. Like, Ron, take me through your thoughts, right? So, we throw that interception, right? We get the ball back, we drive down, we kick the field goal to tie the game. Talk to me, Ron, about just what you were feeling in that moment, man. Talk to me. What were you thinking in that moment?
I feel like where's Sanford?
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. I'm coming to join you, honey.
Right. I told my wife, I said, if we don't win this game tonight, you might gotta take me to the hospital. She was like, what are you talking about? I said, trust me. If we don't win this game tonight, you might gotta take me to the hospital.
Bro.
Ron's like, I'm done. I'm gonna hurt somebody.
Look, I was like, oh my God.
It was a roller coaster, right?
Right.
Carlos says that was a good spark for them. Big Low, what in the
What in
world?
the world,
What's up, bro?
Chat. What up, Big Low? What in the world? But hey, Ron, I'm watching the game tonight. I'm last night, right? And it's like we get the fumble, and I'm like, yes, right. And then we throw the interception, and I'm like, oh, right. And then we get it back, and I'm like, yes, right. And then we get ready to kick the field goal, and we get the penalty, and I'm like, oh. And then we kick the field goal straight down the middle, and I'm like, holy shit, we just tied the game, right? We just tied this freaking game. C-Dub, hey, take me through what you were thinking, bro. Take me through the exact moment, right? When he kicked that field goal straight, what are you thinking?
Well, first of all, I'm thinking as I'm watching this game going, damn it, I wish I wasn't listening to Chumbawamba. I mean, because I felt like I was getting knocked down. I had to get back up again. I get knocked down. I get up again. I mean, that was what I was watching on the game. And then, you could take a whiz down the leg. But I was just like, wow, man, it's everything you want as a fan because you want to see the fight in your team. And then you're watching going, you guys could give us a little bit of leverage here. You did this to us twice this week. It's not good for the heart. But yeah, I just say, man, the roller coaster boys, they just, it's like this. Don't give us anything easy. Just give it to, let's do it. Let's just take it the way we need to.
These cardio kids, bro.
Yeah, man. And I'll tell you that field goal, man, my thought was, because it's funny when you said that about the penalty, they're losing their minds. But in my head, I'm going, guys, it's not like he hasn't kicked from 50. He's been kicking from 50. So if anything, this should be easy for him. And sure enough,
easier, C-Dub. Because he has so much bend in that, right? He has so much bend that a lot of times when he's kicking it 40 yards, the ball doesn't have room enough.
You bring that up because,
ladies and gentlemen, look who just joined us. Oh wow, we have the lovely Tiff in the building. Tiff, how we doing? Tiff, we can't hear you.
Hey,
there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Tiff, how we doing?
I'm good. I'm still high off that win last night.
You enjoyed that coffee, didn't you?
Hey, I know, right? Tiff had some great memes today, man. She had some great posts today. The
profile pic was great. I love the profile pic.
He had what's his name? Bill Withers, his Lovely Day song, and she's drinking the coffee. And I think the caption was how Falcons fans feel this morning. But it was just great. I loved it. And she had a show before. But it was great, man. Tiff, you were at the game last night. And first off, let me do some house in here. Dave says, I hear you, man. The team can definitely drive you crazy. They can. And Dave says, petrified me to collect my previous post. It's all good. Tiff, you were there. You were there. You were there for all the madness, all the chaos, all the up and down. Talk to us about how you were feeling. Because if it's me, I probably would have consumed about 30 of these things, and my doctor says I can no longer have them, right?
Oh.
So Tiff, talk to me. What was that like? What's going through your mind?
To be honest with you, that's the first time I held my pee for 5 quarters straight.
Well, that was one thing definitely.
Wow.
I did not want to miss anything. It was an epic night because we honored Matt Ryan.
Yep.
But I didn't want to leave my seat for nothing. I felt like I was gonna miss something.
Yeah.
I felt like when Cool missed the field goal, it was kind of funny to me, and then they threw a flag. He had a chance to kick it again, and they blocked it. Then he missed another one, so I was like, all right, hopefully he'll come back and redeem himself, and he did at the very end.
Yep.
To tie the game and take us into overtime. But it was just very exciting. We kept being tied throughout the whole game. It was just a great game. I could go on and on. It was just amazing. I will say it was a great game.
Let me tell you, Tiff, I gotta know, right? So, when God, what's his name? Guy caught the touchdown. Somebody help me out.
Kadero Hodge.
Kadero Hodge. When he catches that ball, right, and goes for that touchdown, I know that place went bananas. What was that like? Like what was that like? Because I know that everything just erupted. Y'all were so crunk last night. Like y'all were
Yeah,
just, oh my God. When he scores that touchdown, just describe for us what was that like, Tiff?
I'm always screaming, jumping around, hugging people, high fiving people. So based off my own experience, it was just a great experience.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just it just felt good because the Bucs was number one in our division. Now we're number one,
Yeah, they're not
Yep.
anymore.
so I
They're not.
knew we had to bring it. The Falcons had to bring it. So just to see we had came on head, face to face with them. I like I said, y'all just forgive me right there because I'm still like, wow, I'm in a wow
We're all
phase
that way, Tiff. Tiff,
for
it's
real.
okay. Tiff,
We watched the game
it's
and we were
okay.
feeling the same way.
Tiff,
I
honestly,
almost had me a heart attack last night.
Oh yeah. The last 2 minutes anytime Falcons play, I would give me.
I told my wife, I said, if we don't win, you might need to take me to the hospital. She said, what the hell are you talking about? I said, trust
She
me.
said cardiac kids.
Yeah.
As
If we
I
don't
told,
win,
they're the cardiac kids, bro. These Falcons, man. And Ron, I'm with you. It was so many twists and turns to that game, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
unfortunately, D'Alford goes out with a concussion, right? So then when
yeah.
ooh,
Drake
yeah.
goes down, I'm like, no, God. I literally prayed. Like God, please, please let Drake come back in. Come on, not Drake. Come on, God. I'm bargaining with God over, please. And Drake comes back in, right? True to fashion. And
Mm-hmm.
it was so many ups and downs, man. It was such a pivotal game. Bro, I feel like I watched a heavyweight fight. Like I was physically tired. Me and C-Dub and I, sorry, Mom. C-Dub and I we went on a show last night. C-Dub, I was so tired, man. Like I
Oh,
had
I
to
know.
take an hour just to get some sleep because I was exhausted, bro. Because just watching that game, it was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that last sequence where we kicked that field goal, we clocked that ball at 1 freaking second. 1 second, right? And then we come out there and we get the penalty, and I'm like, oh no. And Koo's
Oh
like,
yeah.
no problem, guys. Challenge accepted. Nails that thing, right? And I'm like, we're going to OT, right?
Mm-hmm.
Grady comes out for the coin toss, cool as a cucumber, does his business. We get the ball, right? And you know what? Kirk says, sorry, Buck, you're not getting back on the field. Check
Well,
please. Let's go.
He
Let's
was
go.
very nice to Baker. He apologized to him when they talked together. They were like, "Yeah, you were gonna lose. Get over it.
Hey,
This is my house."
hey. Did y'all see Kirk doing the swag surf
Oh
last
yeah.
night?
Yeah.
and I was
Oh wow.
like, oh my God, Chuck Cousins out here.
Hey,
When white boy wants to party, white boy can throw down. Look, y'all don't know that
hey.
Kirk Cousins man.
Uh,
I tell you, man, he got some swag. He like, man, let's do this. I got some ice ready. Let's go.
Kirk is one of us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Kirk
Yep.
was doing an interview from the Waffle House parking lot. He's one of us. He is,
Waffle House.
yeah.
That ATL all day right there.
That or varsity. That's the only other way you get even more.
Right.
Yeah.
That ATL all day right there.
Hey, Kirk is one of us, right? So guys, look, I think it was great. I tell you what else was great last night was, because it's interesting, right? I heard this call a couple of weeks ago, right? Like first game in Pittsburgh, I hear we gave this MFer $100 million. I can't, and then we go to Philadelphia and we pull it out, and you kind of still hear that you kind of still hear the whispers, and then we play the Chiefs, and you hear it again. Oh, we gave him $100 million, and we pull it out last week. The offense doesn't score, a touchdown, but we pull it out. And in this game, 509 yards passing. Are you kidding me? And I guess my question is, hey, all you guys are like, hey, we paid this MF for $100 million. Where you at? Where you at? I can't hear you.
Well,
hello.
What's so funny about that Philadelphia Eagles game? I do a show called Talk Your Ish, and my co-host a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So he was there talking the whole week. And I was like, okay, that's how you feel? You think y'all gonna beat us? He was talking big boy shit the whole week.
Oh, yes, he was. Hey, Dennis.
So when we beat them the Tuesday night, I talked my shit. I was like, so Dennis Holmes, what happened, baby? What happened? You were talking big boy shit the whole week, and we shut y'all down.
Big boy.
He was like, yeah, you gotta give it to me. I said, oh, I couldn't give it to you now.
Hey, you got it. If you asked for it, I got it.
You were asking for it. Nah.
Asking for it.
You did ask C-Dub. What did I do, C-Dub?
Oh, you weren't letting up. You were not letting up. You went in. You were putting boots into booties. So yeah, we know how that went.
So guys, I want to talk about something else, and that is 509 yards, guys. Like that is, I think that's a Falcons record, right?
Yeah, he eclipsed Matt Ryan.
Yards in a game. I'm going to put this to the panel, and we'll start with the lovely Tiff. Tiff, has our offense arrived? Are we here? Are we ready? Have we solved our issues, or do we still have some things to work out? What are your thoughts?
I still think we got a bit to work out on. Trust me, I'm loving how they bringing it now. As I mentioned before, I don't count the first game because I always think when it's the first time at anything, it's like first game jitters or first time jitters. But I do feel like they are learning they taking whatever mistakes they are making from each game and bringing it stronger to the next game. I'm seeing a lot of progress.
Yeah,
I am.
All right.
So I'm not too mad at us. We got a W last night. They getting us finally where we need to be. As I spoken on the last show, I prefer we score every time we have possession of the ball, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown.
Yep.
And I feel like they was bringing it last night. But we need to work on getting stronger because, even the games that we lost, it's been very, very close. It haven't been like they just been whipping our butt. We just been losing by a few points or so. So, I think they need to still work on.
Yeah. Definitely a little bit better in the red zone. C-Dub, 509 yards. Game went off. Went
That's a lot of noise.
Went the you-know-what off. C-Dub, have we arrived, or do we still have some things to work on? How you feeling about it?
Have we arrived? Nope. It's game 5. And here's the thing. Like Tiff said, and like I'll say, there's going to still be things we need to work on.
Okay.
We got to keep working on third down. All right. Not only that, have we this offense? This was the first game we saw this offense dominate. So the big question now is carry it over. Let's see if the running game can be adaptive. We still have Newsel, so he's going to have to play a little bit better. But McGarrity's back. Let's keep him healthy. Let's have Lindstrom feeling good. It's like this. When you're winning, things look better. Things are easier to do. And I'm going to tell you, what made me happy the most of everything was finally seeing Algier and Bijan in the backfield together because it made that defense have to show a little bit of their hand. They weren't going. They were like, we can't let Bijan beat us, so they followed, but they left somebody wide open. So that's what I'm saying. You keep dictating mismatches for Pitts, for London, for Hodge, for Mooney, for and look, Algier. It's kind of funny. Everyone was talking about how Algier was the main workhorse running back. Well, he was getting meat head on with Vea, and Vea wasn't letting him go.
All right.
And what happened in that fourth quarter that no one really talked about? Bijan started going off. It's like he had someone gave him a hit, and it almost like woke him up. And he started gashing guys. And it was like, okay, now we can't play the pass because now we done messed up. We let this guy think he could get in this game, and he's now in it. So that's what I'm saying. There's more to this offense. But last night, don't get me wrong, was a great night. Now we need to see it again because now here's the thing. We have played out of our 5 games, 4 home games. We are now about to start hitting the road. And we all know as Falcon fans, usually the toughest thing for us is to beat a team that we should beat. Last year, we should have beaten the brakes off Carolina. We're playing Carolina next week. We got to beat the brakes off them. We got to get some payback. Like T. Will talked about last week about, he wants vengeance. I want to come to Carolina and let them know that their house is now my house. I'm taking over their place.
Let's go.
Let's go. Ron, Falcons offense, have we arrived or we still got some improvements to make? How you feeling about it?
We got some more improvement to make. Kyle Pitts. You showed up last night. I'm proud of you. And it go back to what I said the last time we talked. You gotta do more. You got to show every defense you're about that smoke now. You cannot play hide and seek no more. I mean, player, you gotta step up. And take advantage of the corners, the linebackers, the safeties. You got to take advantage of your mismatch. You got to play basketball out there. You got to.
Yeah, you definitely do. But one thing I'm noticing, they are really using Kyle as a tight end, and Kyle's blocking, and Kyle's blocking was better last night. And to that, Bijan was picking up blitzes last night. Like Bijan, let me tell you something. Bijan likes to knock some heads, man. Bijan likes to, you know what I mean? Like, there are guys that will block, and then there are guys that like to just rattle your teeth a bit. If you ever played football, you know what I'm talking about. You get hit so hard and you rattle. You know what I mean? Because you're not prepared for it. But I want to take a moment to shout out to Tiff. Tiff, I'm not a sneakerhead because I think to be a sneakerhead, you need to at least have over 2,000 pairs of shoes. But I am a enthusiast. Okay, I am. My shoe game is decent. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say that I'm like that, but my shoe game is decent. But Tiff, I've been checking you out, man. Your shoe game is on point, Tiff. It's on point. You know
I'm nowhere even close to you.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not even.
No.
Let's do that.
I got 2 pairs of shoes I wear. One for workout and one for special occasions.
Hey,
and my flip-flops.
Hey,
I got some catching up to do. I feel bad. I feel bad when I hear about.
I don't like that in my shoe game. I got some stuff. Just not tennis shoes, but I got Stacey Adams too. Let me say that.
Okay.
I love me some Stacey Adams, man.
I got some stuff in my closet. You be like, God damn.
Nah.
You got that? You be like, God damn. You got that?
Hey, Shonda.
I believe it.
I own my shit. Let me say that.
Hey, Ron, nothing wrong with that. But I was looking at this. You know, Tiff is always posting. Tiff's always out in the public. You know, representing the Falcons, the Hawks, Atlanta United. Like it's out there, right? And every time I see her, she's got on like some different shoe swag, man.
Right.
These shoes she had on today, man, they were, it was the drip, man, as the young folks say. It was the drip. You know what I mean? So look, I see you, Tiff. That's all I'm saying.
I literally just got those shoes with the day before when was last Saturday, I think.
Hey, man, they were dope. They were dope. That's all I got to say,
Thank
man.
you. I appreciate it.
All good. All right.
Shonda, she's in chat right now. Are you talking about somebody with some shoe game? Check her out when y'all get a chance.
Okay.
Yeah, she be she be with it. She go to all sports events too.
Okay.
Yeah. She be fly with it.
I'll be getting my Falcon / Deadpool jersey here soon, so I can't wait for that sucker.
Oh wow. Wow.
See, I like people to see what I do. My shoes. Yeah. It's not like I'm going to go, "Hey, what up, guys?" You can't do that.
They got to see it. They got to see it.
Now, although, if you want some good kicks, Greg Custom Kicks. He didn't pay me to say it, but that man knows how to make some shoes. I'll tell you what, y'all need to. Yeah, that man can hook. He can make some awesome shoes, man, for real.
Was he at the party for the content creator?
Yeah, he's the one that made Uncle Steve's shoes. He's made John Harris shoes. Yep.
He made
I think he made Winston. Yeah.
I think he made Tiny.
Yeah, he did Tidy. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Y'all need to check him out. He want all the smoke.
Yeah, he cool.
Look, I need him to do some Falcons and Braves shoes for me, so I got to get with him because I've seen his work and it's phenomenal.
My God!
So I want to talk about Zach Robinson because I think he called a great game last night. Hey, guys have been all over him in his play calling, and if you do that, that's fine. But I think we also have to give him his props. For me, his use of motion really kind of I think it gave him a leg up on the Bucs because he would run the receiver out in the pistol set, put him in the back formation. They wouldn't know what to do with it. They'd run a different play. Again, you run motion to see zone, but you also run motion to isolate a particular group. And I thought that he was great about that last night. C-Dub, let's start with you. What did you think about Zach Robinson's play calling last night?
A lot better. It was almost as not just aggressive, but he opened the door to finally going, we're going to dictate. And not just that, but looking and going for trusting Kurt to make the right decision. Here you go. I trust you to get the right guy the ball at this time. And you look, Kurt's the vet. You got to trust Kurt, Yeah, is he 100%? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, whatever he was last night, I enjoyed it. And using motion, using the 2-back system at the time, it's almost like he's finally learning this personnel too. Yep. And and here's the thing. I love you, Tyler. Yes, you love to hit people. You love to go forward. I need you to learn how to pass block one time. Pick up a block. Talk to Bijan. He'll show you. Because there was some points Tyler did whiff on a few. But honestly, I think Zach is getting better. It's just the time that you have, because I think what really infuriated us is we saw this schedule and we were like, it's not going to be an easy schedule. Let's get the ball going. Let's be proactive. And then you're hearing Rod go, well, we don't want to risk injuries. And you're just frustrated because you already know you're going to be mad. And you're like, well, why can't this guy get it? Well, you got a quarterback that didn't